सह गण ललिता श्री विशाखानितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
I want to do special guess.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे This is the Mangalacharan. Now you can read the text number 9.
Okay. So,
Hare Krishna, Soumya.
Hare Krishna. We have
Hare Krishna.
I'm very happy to see Shomya and Panna. They are the new in this group. So I hope this is Gita. We are reading the chapter 2 and text 9. Kindly tell me which page, because I have an old Gita. So on mine it is page 85.
76. Page 76.
Page 76. Can you please open your Gita to page 76?
Oh, I didn't think of getting it. Let me get the Gita.
76.
Hare Krishna. Namaste.
Hare
Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Shomya Prabhuji, who's next to you? Because then I can even give Mataji a chance.
Text 9.
Text 9. Page 76. Shomya Prabhuji, please tell me the name of Mataji next to you.
Lipa.
Lipa. Yes, Lipa Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Okay, so the format that we have been doing so far is that we are reading the text, and then we read the word-to-word translation, and then we'll do translation and then the purport. And now that we have some newcomers, we'll give them a chance as well to read it, so that we get the ucharan, the way we speak properly.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation, yes. Thank you for correction. So that we get the right pronunciation, I have asked Mansiganga Mataji today to record the shloka, and I'll play it to you. This is just an experiment I'm doing, whether we can use this. So I'll play this. If you can't hear, then raise your hand. Okay? So first she's going to read the word to word, and we'll repeat after her so that we can get the pronunciation correctly. Okay? So I'm starting. So this is page 76, text 9.
Hare Krishna. So we are reading from chapter 2, text 9, content of the Gita summarized. Sanjaya Vacha
Sanjaya.
Evam
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Okay, let's hear her. Let's hear.
Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapaha Na Yotsya Iti Govindam Yuktva Tushnim Babuvaha. Sanjaya Vacha Evam Yuktva Rishikesham Gudake.
So can we repeat this, everybody, after Mataji? Can you hear Mataji's voice? Could you hear?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it clear?
Yes.
So we can do
Yes.
this
Yes.
as well. Okay, so let's read those two lines that Mataji read, and then we can hear her again. Everybody together. Sanjaya Vacha
Vacha.
Evam Yukta Rishikesha
Hirikesham. Gudakesha. Parantapa.
Okay, I think there were people repeating. So let me start all over again.
Sanjaya Vacha Evam
Okay, let Mataji repeat. Let Mataji read the whole shloka. It's a small shloka. Let her read the whole thing, and then we'll repeat. Yeah, so everybody listen to her. Listening is very powerful, especially when you hear our mentor's sound. That is very powerful. So please let us hear, and then we will repeat. It's a small shloka, so we can do the whole shloka together. Okay?
Sanjaya Vacha Evam Yuktva Rishikesha
नहीं ये दो और ये थोड़ा सा और ज्यादा इसको नहीं चाहिए मुझे इसको थोड़ी सी
Okay, now we can repeat it.
Sanjaya Vacha Evam Yukta Rishikesha
Keshaparam Okay, word to word translation. Somya Prabhuji, you can read the word to word translation. I will just show you how we read. So you read Sanjaya Uvacha and then say Sanjaya said. So read what is there. Okay, and then we will repeat after you. So you will say Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya said, and wait so that we can repeat then.
Okay. Sanjaya Vacha, Sanjaya said.
Sanjaya Vacha, Sanjaya said.
Evam thus.
Evam thus.
Ukta, speaking.
Yukta, speaking.
Rishikesham, unto
Krishna. Unto Krishna. The master of the senses.
Rishikesham unto Krishna,
The master of
unto
the
Krishna.
senses.
the master of senses.
Gudakesha.
Gudakesha.
Please read the English.
Arjuna,
the master of curbing ignorance.
Gudakesha.
Arjuna, the master
Arjuna, the master of curbing ignorance.
of curbing ignorance.
then Parantapa, the cherisher of the enemies.
The cherisher of the enemies.
The
Na
chastiser.
Yakshay, I shall not fight.
Na Yotse, I shall not fight.
Iti, thus.
Iti.
Iti thus.
Govindam, unto Krishna.
Govinda,
Unto Krishna, the giver of all pleasure of the senses.
The giver of the pleasure to the senses.
Okay, done.
The giver of the pleasure to the senses.
Then
the giver of
The givers of pleasure to the senses.
Then Ukta, saying,
Uktva.
Saying,
Tushnim, silent.
Tasmin.
Tusnim, silent.
Then Babuba became.
Babuwa.
Became.
Then Ha, certainly.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. You did very well, Shomya Prabhuji. Panna Mataji, can you please read the translation? Is it possible to read the translation?
Sanjaya said. Yeah,
Yeah, yes. Is
is that correct?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thus speaking unto Krishna, the master of the senses, Arjuna, the master of curbing ignorance.
Panna Mataji, sorry. You are supposed to, Panna
Am
Mataji,
I?
you are supposed to read the translation. Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, and you continue.
The bold line, the bold line.
The bold line, which says translation. Which page is it?
Is this page 78? Text
No.
9.
Yes. Text 9. Read the translation. Before the purport, something is there in one line. There are two lines.
Is it the English version of
Yes.
it or what?
Yeah, English one.
Am I on the correct page?
76.
Page
Page 76, Mataji.
Not all computers are translated that way.
English. Text 9. Text 9.
9, yeah? That's page 78.
Okay.
76.
Okay,
In English.
Gita is
For
different.
mine,
Okay, I understand. Panna Mataji, your Gita is different. Can you just read the translation?
Oh,
Written
76.
in
Tell her to
bold.
go to 76. She was reading this one. The Supreme Personality of God said while speaking.
Can you all mute your microphones, please? Because there is a lot of noise. Just mute if you are not talking. When you are talking, you can Only Panna Mataji's microphone should be unmuted. Okay, Mataji, can you read? Sanjaya said.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to read.
Okay, you are supposed to read translation. Sanjaya said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. This is what you are supposed to read. Please, can you read that?
Okay.
Translation.
Sanjaya said,
Yes.
okay, I'm reading what I have on my book, yeah?
Okay.
Speaking on Krishna, the master of the senses, Arjuna, the master of cunning ignorance, the chastiser of the enemies, I shall not fight, on to Krishna, the giver of pleasure to the senses, saying silent become certainly. Is that correct?
That's good, but I don't know. I think you have a different Gita, which is okay. Because you are supposed to read the translation, and if that is the translation in your Gita, that's fine. Thank you very much. Now we go to purport. Deepa Mataji, is it possible for you to read the purport? And can you, somebody please, everybody, can you mute your mic? I can hear somebody even spooning something from a saucer. So, Lipa Mataji, Lipa, is it possible for you to read the English purport?
She can. Mataji, she can. I think it can request another.
She can't? Okay.
Okay.
Who's new? Who else? Okay, fine. Let's go to Khushbu. Is it possible for you to read better? Khushbu, my star.
Yeah, okay. Purport. Dhritarashtra must have been very glad to understand that Arjuna was not going to fight and was instead leaving the battlefield for the begging profession. But Sanjay disappointed him again in relating that Arjuna was competent to kill his enemies, Parantapa. Although Arjuna was, for the time being, overwhelmed with false grief due to family affection, he surrendered unto Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, as a disciple. This indicated that he would soon be free from the false lamentation resulting from family affection and would be enlightened with perfect knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness and would then surely fight. Thus, Dhritarashtra's joy would be frustrated since Arjuna would be enlightened by Krishna and would fight to the end.
Hare Krishna, all. That was very good, Khushbu. Thank you for reading. Does anybody have a question regarding this? Or it is very straightforward? Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Are there any doubts in this shloka?
Yes.
Parth Prabhuji?
Kumarji, please tell. No, Kumarji, you have a doubt?
We need more explanation from you, Prabhuji.
Okay. No, there is in Hare Krishna. There is not too much this purport. There is a very clear and straightforward. See, this is Sanjaya, the secretary of King Dhritarashtra. He saw everything in a telecast in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and he described everything to his king Dhritarashtra. And in this conversation, when Arjun give his points, and at the finally he told, "Hey Govinda, hey Krishna, I don't want to fight. I give you a fight and go to the forest and begging. I'll support my life by begging profession, but not kill my relatives and elders." So this is the purport. And in this time, he told everything. Then he told, in this point, in this text number 9, he told, "I shall not be fight." This is the thing. But in the one point is that Prabhupada in the purport is described this Govinda. No, Yacho iti Govinda. Govinda means the pleasure of senses. Who is giving the pleasure to the senses? We have many senses, and who is the pleasure, who is the controller of Govinda? It means Krishna. Ultimate Arjuna surrendered to the God, and Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality, he is changed his senses. This is the thing. There is no other too much. This in this topic, Arjuna last will come to the surrender to the Krishna and address Krishna as Govinda. It means the control of the senses. Please control my senses. I don't understand what's supposed to be do. Am I fight or not, like this, like that? So you control my senses and giving your opinion. This is the thing. The simply.
Okay. Let's proceed to text 10. Thank you, Pat Prabhuji. That was very good explanation. We learned today that Govinda means the controller of senses. We have 5 senses, we all know about them. And Govinda, the meaning of Govinda is the controller of senses. Let's hear from Mansi Mataji, the text 10. Please let's hear. Please don't chant, don't repeat, just hear for the pronunciation.
Hare Krishna. So we are reading from chapter Uvacha Rishikesha Prahasan Iva Bharata Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Visidantam Idam Vacha Tamuvacha Rishikesha Prahasan Iva Bharata Senayor Ubhayor Madhye Visidantam Idam Vacha.
Okay, let's read Sanskrit now. Everybody together. Tam. Let's read everybody. Tam uvacha rishikesha param iva prasnayor bhayor madhye vidantam idam vacha. Okay, word to word translation. Kumar Prabhuji, can you do the word to word translation?
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Tam unto him.
Tam unto him.
Unto him.
Uvaka said. Uvasha said. Krishise, the master of the senses.
Rishikesha, the master of the senses. Everybody please repeat.
Krishna. Prakashan, smiling. Iva, like that.
Eva,
like that.
like that.
Bharata, wo
Drasa,
Sarasrada, sorry,
Dhritarashtra, Dhritarashtra,
Dasara, descent of Bharata.
descents of Bharata.
Bharata, O Dhritarashtra, descendants of Bharata, Senayo,
Sanayo of the armies,
Senayo, the army,
Ubayor of the of both parties,
Bayo of both parties,
Matye between,
Madhye between,
Visidandam unto the lamenting one.
Vishidandam unto the lamenting one,
Idam the following,
Idam the following,
Vaka words,
Vacha words.
yes.
Ratamata, can you read the translation, please?
Yeah. O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna.
Thank you, Mataji. Soni Mataji, can you read the purport? Please.
Hare Krishna. The talk was going on between intimate friends, namely Rishikesha and Budakesha. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. Krishna was smiling because a friend had chosen to become a disciple. As Lord of all, he is always in the superior position as a master of everyone. And yet the Lord agrees to be a friend, a son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him in such a role. But when he was accepted as the master, he at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master, with gravity as it is required. It appears that the talk between the master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both armies, so that all were benefited. So the talks of Bhagavad Gita are not for any particular person, society, or community, but they are for all, and friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Any questions from this text? We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. So let us use our time appropriately. Shomya Prabhuji, did you understand this text?
Mataji, sorry, quick question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Divi.
Oh, Divyaji.
Prabhuji.
Sorry, I came a bit late. Which chapter is this?
This is chapter 2, verse 10. Text 10, chapter 2.
Okay.
Were you there when we were reading the meaning?
No, I heard it, yes.
You heard it. What did you get out of this verse? Anybody else to help us? What we understood from this?
I will.
Mataji?
Yes.
Mataji?
Yes.
Let tell Soni Mataji to explain this one, what she understands this topic, so everybody can know.
Mataji, can you please tell us? We have 3 minutes left.
Right. Gita is for everyone. The Bhagavad Gita is for everybody, for every community, for each and every person, for friends or enemies. Everyone is equally entitled to hear. As we can see, it was said in the middle of a battlefield, just right in between. So both the enemies and the friends are there. So actually for everybody. That is the beauty about it, and that is the best part about it.
Very good.
Okay. Very good.
Panna Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Can I butt in now?
Yes, please,
Yes, yes, yes.
2 minutes, please, please.
Yeah. I'll do a quick conclusion to this. Bhagavad Gita, I'm sure everyone knows it means Song of God. So literally from now, from the text 11, Krishna starts Bhagavan Vacha. So we have to understand Krishna put Arjuna in illusion because he wanted the chance to speak the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is not a conditioned soul like us. He's a nitya, eternally liberated soul. But Krishna, he put his own friend, because he's a friend and a devotee, into illusion so he could speak the Bhagavad Gita for us. That's why what it's for everyone, society, community, friends, enemy. Bhagavad Gita is for all. So this should be the conclusion of our thought, that Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna because he was a friend and an instrument to speak.
Thank you, Mataji. That was really good. And here, what I loved was how Arjuna from a friend became a devotee. I like the Rishikesha and Gudakesha. Now they were referred to as Rishikesha. Krishna is referred to as Rishikesh and Arjuna is Gudakesha. Any more additions? We have less than a minute, please.
A quick one. To make Krishna smile, it just says you need to become a disciple.
A devotee, yes, yes. Get Krishna smile.
So let's all make Krishna smile. That's the main thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It is like the story we heard yesterday from yesterday's talk. I remember that how the dog couldn't get anything out of the box, but when he looked at the master, that story reminded me of this. Any
True.
more addition? Any more addition?
Yeah, good.